Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 14. Today we're going to try to kill Byakko again. Technically we won the first time, but I proceeded to lose twice after that on reattempts, so I still haven't gotten any drops from the damn thing. We'll see what comes of it. The fights have all been very close, and I would be able to beat him easily if I could access my 5th trust, but I cannot do that until I progress missions to a certain point, and Rhapsodies, Chains of Prometheia, and Treasures of Atargon, so it kind of sucks, but it's, you know, it's whatever. I just want to, like, finagle our trusts a bit here, and hope that we can get Valineral to take Byakko without having my casters in his line of sight. Right there, ass fuck. Put DO3 on you first, because we're going all out. We're just gonna not even bother with our staff this time. We're just gonna put slow paralysis, and then I think frazzle and distract on him, and then we're just gonna do other stuff. Ooh, he stunned Roar. I like that. I'm using Ullikummi as a trust this time because he has access to a lot of magic, and oh, is that gonna make a skill chain, or am I gonna make a skill chain off of it? Oh, that's very disappointing. Whatever. Let's put regen on Valineral. It won't help too much, but whatever. Guess we could put Poison 2 on Byakko. Might help a little bit. Just keep my shadows up for Valineral dies, which has been an inevitability every time I've done this fight, so. Jesus Christ. Ooh, wow. The odd thing about the course is he just uses magic as a like at will. He doesn't like focus on bursts or anything. So if he bursts at all, it's gonna be surprising. Oh, that lord didn't get stunned. Brought some remedies, but while Apururu has MP, she's gonna like spam. I guess maybe you'll help her out. I'll try spamming it. Might as well. No, I don't want any of that going on. Get that weak shit out of my kitchen, Byakko. There's perfect dodge. I don't like it necessarily, but sometimes it just be like that. And Apururu is hemorrhaging MP now, so Valineral will steadily die until she uses Naught and then inevitably hemorrhages herself out of more MP. Have that. Come on, let's get him, guys. Let's get him this time. Shit, Valineral's gonna fucking die. Oh, okay. I'll take it, I'll take it. Oh, you know what? Fuck you, Byakko. Fuck you, Byakko. Fuck you, Byakko. Yes, we got him! Holy shit. Did we get everything from him? No. No, not quite. But we got quite a lot of stuff. We got some good stuff. We got way more than we got from Genbu, that's for sure. Excellent. Excellent. Let's look at some of our rewards here. Okay, so we got Byakko's axe. It's level 74 axe. I used this particular axe for from about 2006 until about 2000 and I guess it was about 2009, maybe late 2008. I replaced it with an axe you can get from being a second lieutenant in Treasures of Adargan called a Purdue Volg, because the player base said Purdue Volg is better. But the Purdue Volg is barely better at all. And nowadays you can actually augment all of this stuff with synergy. So the Byakko's axe is actually going to be... we can actually potentially augment this to have like 120... I think it's like 125 base damage or something like that, which is like almost as high amount of damage as we will be able to get until level 99. Almost. Not quite, but like pretty damn awesome. Pretty damn awesome. Okay, we got Hecatomb Hands Abjuration. So those cursed mitts we got before, we can uncurse. We got Dryadic Abjuration Legs, which is for the cursed Hayadate. It's the Shura Hayadate. It's a different Hayadate than Byakko's Hayadate, but it's like strength plus 5, accuracy plus 7. It's a really good samurai and monk piece. Also pretty decent for ninja. I'm so happy we won though. Like, it sucks. Like I lost to Byakko like, I want to say like, yeah, I lost to him 3 times technically, because we lost that first time, but he died to dots, but we didn't get the claim, so you know we lost anyway. Then the second time I lost pretty badly actually. He spammed Roar and I didn't have any remedies. And so Apururu kept spamming Paralina, and then she like would spam Paralina, get behind on healing, and then she would use a big healing thing at the same time that Valinor would use Majesty Cure 4, so they'd both just hemorrhage themselves out of MP. The third time I felt really gypped. I actually used a different trust than Kultada. I used Teodor, who's a black mage, fairly similar to Shantato 2. He's kind of like Shantato 2 -1. His auto attacks are really fast and have the potential to silence the enemy. He's technically counted as undead, so he can't be cured, but he like has these draining TP moves that bring back all his HP. And he bursts magic bursts with Goth 3 spells, which are actually on a high level target like this. They're actually stronger than Shantato's nukes. And we lost to Byakko at 1%. And like it was really abysmally bad because I had an Icarus Wing from temp items, because you can get temp item boxes up here. And I used the wing, and all I needed to do was hit Spirits Within or Savage Blade, and I would have killed Byakko. And Byakko procced a triple attack, took down all my Yusu Semi-Shadows and my Stone Skin, and then did Claw Cyclone. And I'm pretty sure he procced triple attack on Claw Cyclone and critical hit me for a 1,095 damage. And at that point, you know, I only had like I had like 1,200 health before the Claw Cyclone hit, and then all it took was one more auto attack, so I died. It was really depressing. But I think at this point, Ulligore is the way to go. The fact that Ulligore just happened to stun so many of the roars and prevent, or at least partially prevent paralysis sometimes, or at least stop Byakko's onslaught to give us some breathing room. That was pretty close. And I'll have to fight Byakko again to obtain other things. Like we didn't get his signature pants, the Byakko Hayadate, we didn't get those. That was like, he literally dropped us, let's see, out of all his potential drops, he dropped us, the only things we didn't get, let's see, we didn't get Behemoth Hides or Damascus Ingot. He can drop those, as well as Ox. Like, he can drop all these random high-level crafting things that you can sell. Like, you see we got the Divine Log, which those are all actually really low drop chances, except for the Divine Log, so I guess that makes sense. We got the Axe. The Hayadate actually has like a 46% drop rate. We didn't get it. And he can also drop Aquarian Abjurations, but he only drops 2 Abjurations. He can drop any 2, though, any mixture. We got Dryadic Abjuration Legs and Neptunal Abjuration Hands, which Dryadic Abjuration Legs are the rarest Abjuration he can drop. So that's kind of funny. We got the rarer Hayadate from him that are actually technically, I think technically worse, because like we don't really need a weapon skill thing for that point since we have Palawan Zero Wheels, but I don't know. I don't even know if we'll actually even be able to get the cursed items. Like we've got the gloves in our thing, so we'll check that out. But let's see, cursed Togi. Oh wait, cursed Hayadate. Yeah. How much you selling this for? 10k? 10k. I'll take it. People still make these for crafting skill ups, I think, and then like you can buy them and desynthesize them or something. But at least on this server, somebody's like obsessively buying them all up for desynthesis. There's also this cursed Togi that becomes the Shura Togi, which has like, I want to say it's plus 10 accuracy, plus 20 attack, or something like that, but like minus 50 HP. It was considered like the best monk body back in the day. All the monks went after it. But I think it drops off a Kirin, which we won't be able to take on no matter how powerful our trusts are. At 75 anyway. I'll show Kirin off later in life. Maybe. Dude, how much are you charging for this thing? I will pay... Look, I will go up to 100k, and if you don't sell me that for 100k, then fuck you. Like, the only reason I'm even spending that is because money is really easy to get. But, see, we got this Seal of Byakko. And normally, you would hold on to these seals, and you would use all 4 of the seals, like the Seal of Genbu, the Seal of Byakko, Seal of Suzaku, Seal of Seiryu. You would use them to spawn Kirin. But nowadays, you can also use them to augment things. And I'm pretty sure they're also used nowadays in augments for some really high item level gear that I don't really know the details on. Because there's a shadow version of the Sky Zone of Ruan Gardens where you can fight item level versions of Byakko and Genbu and stuff. And they drop item level variants of their old gear, I believe. But they also drop completely brand new stuff. And it's that completely brand new stuff, I believe, that comes from... The shadow areas are called like Eska, and they're related to Rhapsodies of Vanadil. You can use these seal chunks we're about to make to augment them. Alright, so because we got the axe, we can actually, like, I can show you augmenting. It doesn't know what the augments will be, but what we're looking for is base damage increases to give ourselves a really good great axe for warrior. And I guess it's usable by Dark Knight too, but I really care about it for warrior more than I do Dark Knight. I think Dark Knight's better off using Greatsword completely, especially at this point. Although they don't do bad with the Great Axe by any means. And I believe Great Axe is the only way at higher levels. Okay, damage plus 17, agility plus 3. That's pretty good. And we won't need to save any of these Byakko scraps. I don't think, anyway. because every time we kill Byakko, we're guaranteed to get a seal from him. So, like, whenever I go back and kill him off screen again, which is liable to drive me crazy, basically, you know, I'll have guaranteed 4 scraps. And you can actually smooth synergize, like you can high quality synergy occasionally and get 6 to 8, I think. Maybe even 12. I'm not sure. You can get a lot more scraps than just 4 though. Let's see, we feed lightning to, or stone to reduce lightning, right? Yeah, okay. It's actually kind of funny, the synergy to break the seal into chunks is actually like a higher, is a higher synergy level than just like augmenting the gear itself, which I find kind of funny. Oh, but I'm so glad to have just won. Like, I'm a little bit sad I didn't get the Byakko's Haidate, but those pants never gave themselves up easily in the first place, so. Although I do remember one of the reasons I got them back in the day is because I was up to be able to lot on them, and Byakko can actually drop 2 of them. So we actually had a situation where Byakko dropped 2 of the Haidates, and me and the other person that got to lot them, like it was like me and like I think like 4 or 5 other people got to lot them. And I won one, and one of my friends at the time won the other. It was pretty cool. And then I was considered to be one of the best warriors in the Link Shell after that because I had the gear that would make me good or whatever. Even though nothing actually changed about my playstyle or what I was capable of doing, I literally just got to attack a little faster. That's it. That's like all these pants actually do. That they give you some more accuracy. They give you a better TP phase and are like really good for dexterity. Okay, so we didn't get a smooth synergizing there, so yeah, I doubted it. Existing augments, please. The augments we got onto it were actually pretty dang good for just 4 chunks. I'll probably try to re-augment it off camera, but that's still 111 base damage. And let's see, what are the augments? Yeah, you can. Okay, we actually got a low roll on the damage augment, but you can actually get all the way to plus 25 damage on it, which, yeah, I guess would actually put it at 119. You can get plus 1 to 3 critical hit rate. You can get 5 dexterity, 5 vitality, but smooth synergy will only yield 2 augments. Oh no, at least 2 augments. Okay, so it doesn't say what the maximum is. I would assume the maximum amount of augments would be like 3 or 4. But ideally, we would want damage plus 25, and then like crit rate plus 3, and apparently we can get accuracy all the way up to plus 7. That would probably be the best we could do, but we don't really need to like hyper fixate on it because it's going to get replaced eventually anyway. I just think it's a really neat way to increase my power drastically at level 75. Let's see. I'm gonna cough. I don't remember where I put the cursed mittens, but I know I already have them from the Goblin Daily Tally. And the cursed mittens, they're part of the Hecatomb set. They're like 7 strength and 4 dexterity, and so they're basically better for almost every like thief weapon skill and a lot of other weapon skills. And they're also better in any situation where you need a lot of accuracy than like say the Alkionesis bracelets. They're also better for almost every multi-hit weapon skill, especially multi-hit weapon skills that have critical hit chance, because dexterity influences critical hit. I just gotta remember where I put them. But see, I got 6 Genbu scraps off of 1 seal. I haven't killed Genbu again yet because his pop set's actually harder to, slightly harder to get than Byakko's. That's my opinion anyway. I think Byakko's pop set's pretty easy to obtain. Let's go ahead and switch our sub job over to the Dark Knight. I want to try taking on one of the other Sky Gods. Probably Seiryu, because Seiryu, we have like, I have a ranged setup I want to try out for throwing the Zephyr at him. Although I need to actually make the macro for it, I guess. I know I've got the equip set for it. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Okay. And then I don't know what I was using. Oh, I hadn't completed it yet. I hadn't gotten hands for it yet. It doesn't really matter, though. I guess I'll just put dust gloves into it, because why not? But overall, the set has like plus 70. So let's see, 10, 20, 23, 35, 37, 57, 67. Yeah, so it's got like a really high amount of ranged accuracy, because Red Mage is only at I have full throwing merits, and Red Mage is like at an F in throwing. So like we're at 205 throwing. And, you know, the Sky Gods are level 90, so we need, like... So we had, like, 67 ranged accuracy, and we've got, like... Here, let me just make the macro for it real quick. Mage rack. / equip set. I don't remember which set it is. It's the problem with all these sets. I get confused. Okay, it's set 22. Okay. Cause see, like, it helps to rename the sets so that you know what they do, but like, you might want to keep the number on the name because the macro uses the set number. Okay, so also I need a shield. I'm sure I have a shield in here that Red Mage can use. I'll want to grab this too. But with the Marine Stew Pot, we'll have, you know, 90 more ranged accuracy. So, like, we're realistically gonna be able to land the hit. With the Zephyr. It's just Harpy Shield, is that what I... Yeah, that'll do. That'll do just fine. Okay, let's put up our... I don't think I've been using my Scorpion Harness, really. Although I probably should be. I already have so much gear taking up my shit. I don't think I really need these right now, but I don't want to put them in there. Whatever, we'll gain some inventory when we go and put the let's see, do we want damage or do we want joy use? I think the joy use would be better. Okay. Yeah. Ideally, I would have gotten myself some ranged accuracy gloves, or at least some gloves with agility. But those are like few and far in between for Red Mage. But looks like we have not that great of a thing. We picked up some merits while I was refarming pop sets, so I guess we could like increase our agility just to have a little more ranged accuracy. Won't be able to get too much there. Sure, I'll increase my shield skill, why not? I was actually considering using this range setup in a bow and demon arrows to try to inflict attack down on Byakko to help out my trust's survival, but the fight wound up not taking very long. So, like, it's not that the days of pitched battles in Final Fantasy XI are gone, it's just that, like, a lot of the lower level stuff, pre-item level stuff, operates on such a, like, compact, you know, like, they give you trusts, and trusts are, like, designed to be really fucking good all the way up until, like, the end-game content. Like, they can get you done with all the storyline missions, which aren't exactly cakewalks. But, like, after a certain point, you know, real players really take over. But, like, since they made trusts with the highest level stuff in mind, they didn't really make them with low level play in mind. And this is technically, even though we're 75 out of 99, this is technically low level play at this point, because there's, like, so much beyond this that we need to, like, go and see eventually. But, I just want to reiterate, I am super glad that I was able to beat Byakko finally. That was very irritating. Although one thing I do need to look up before I try to take on this Seiryu is I need to look up if, like, a change spell stun macro, because when he uses 100 fists, he's going to become very dangerous, and it would behoove me to be able to stop him. Okay, so Neptunal. Dun 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 dun. Absolve my sin. Oh, you know, I should have brought my cursed soup here. I have an abjuration and cursed soup for the cursed food that was, like, originally considered to be the ultimate food, even though it wasn't really actually that great. Obtained Hecatome Mittens. Man, it's 2006 all over again for me. Shura Hayadate. I never actually had these back in the day. I didn't see the value of having them because I didn't have... When I first got into endgame, I didn't have Samurai leveled, nor Ninja. And so, like, I didn't see the value. Man, they cut your HP by 35. That sucks. I hate stuff that cuts your HP. But the 5 strength and 7 accuracy is actually really good. That's nice. The Hecatome Mittens are like all the other pieces of the Hecatome set. HP, strength, dexterity, and then slow. And we can augment these if we get their abjuration again, you know, with synergy. So that'll be interesting. Let me see where that cursed soup... I've got the cursed soup. Okay, there's the cursed soup. Should I leave the abjuration for cursed soup? Okay, cool. Alright. So the cursed soup itself is this food that sucks, but when you uncurse it, all those negatives flip. Also, I find it funny, like, he's saying the same, like, benediction to remove the curse from the soup that he did from that, like, legendary gear or whatever. And it becomes a bowl of ambrosia, which, you know, is, like, mythologically is, like, the food of the gods. And it is exclusive. Yeah. And it gives 7 to literally everything. 7 HP, 7 MP, 7 strength, 7 dexterity, 7 agility, 7 accuracy, 7 attack, 7 ranged accuracy, 7 ranged attack, 7 evasion, 7 defense. Like, so it's not terrible. Like, it's a pretty good food, actually, especially for, like, mages back in the day. Like, definitely a really good food for mages, because you get, you know, you get everything that you need. I guess the only thing it doesn't give is magic accuracy, but back in the day, I guess magic was considered powerful enough as it was, so they didn't bother. I'm gonna throw away that 2 Shihi because I don't need that. And then let's see. I'm gonna want to. Like, we don't need this gear that we actually just got, so we can put that away. So we're still gonna be taking these things on Red Mage here. The good thing about Seiryu and Suzaku is, while they're probably more dangerous than even Byakko, at least I think they're gonna be more dangerous. They don't have triple attack, and they don't have roar. Seiryu has dread shriek because he's a wyvern, but wyverns more or less like to do like dispelling wind and other stuff instead. They're not quite as roar happy as tigers. Tigers actually have a very limited TP skills. They have like Razor Fang, Claw Cyclone, Roar, and I think that's it. I think there's only those 3, whereas a Wyvern has Dread Shriek, Dispelling Winds, Fang Rush, Deadly Drive, Radiant Breath. So positioning is still going to be a concern, but like, I don't think we're going to be too bad off in that regard. But I probably need to eat a stew pot again with my trust out, and that means I need an antacid or to go fight a colibri for like 5 minutes. Which honestly, I would go fight the colibri for 5 minutes, but I got places to be. So like, I'll just do the antacid. And it's so sad to me that like, they had to come out with antacids. Like, they're like, here, have this really good food. Oh, but it only works once. Like, it doesn't work when you resummon your trusts. So like, in order to use it again, you're gonna have to, you know, make love in the club or whatever. Okay. Now, the other thing about being Dark Knight sub is that our survivability if the Lineral dies is going to be even worse than with Ninja sub. So, like, I don't know, we're going to have to be extra careful. But the good news is we don't have to go through the interior portion through several doors of nonsense. And all we'll really have to do once Seiryu uses 100 Fists is we'll want to slap on our staff real quick for maximum magic accuracy. If I had any dark magic skill gear, I would put it on. In lieu of that, I'm just going to put on my nuke setup that has more intelligence, because stun is black magic. And basically, back in the day, people considered Chainspell Sun to be this very complex thing, because if you have to take into account how long the stun duration is. Like, you can't just stun, because you can actually cast, with Chainspell, you can actually cast stun faster than the duration of the stun until it starts getting resisted. And that can be a problem, because if you stun and then your stun has no effect, they're gonna slip more attacks through. The entire point of the chain spell stun is to you know, not have that happen. But we're also gonna need to conserve our MP for it. And I've got a Dusty Elixir, or Vile Elixir, or whatever. So that'll help a bit. I wish they would, like, retool the Ambrosia to at least go onto your trusts, since it's not really that good. But I'll use that while meriting or something at some point. And like before, we're going to want to have... we're going to want to have our trusts in a different order. I don't know if I want to go back to using Kultada or not. I can't use Ullikummi because he will use stun outside of the chain spell stun, and there's nothing else I want to stun other than 100 Fists. So I'm going to go with Theodore, I guess. No offense to Kultada, but I think that at this point, at this level, magic bursting and magic in general is the way to go for damaging something that's got 15 levels on me. Okay, now we just use the Marine Stew Pot. And we'll still want to build TP, so we're gonna do that. And we might be better off just starting with Spirits Within. I don't know if the TP of my trust is going to align for a skill chain or not at the start. But due to Seiryu having Radiant Breath, positioning is just as important as on Byakko. So there's a very realistic chance that we will lose this one as well. And I looked up Chain Spell Stun macro, and basically it was just suggested to use the menu. Stuns all the way down here. Let's see if I can sort my magic out. I got some new spells and stuff. Okay, so it's still down here. Okay. I don't really feel like fighting like tons and tons of pots. Let's just go fight that doll. We'll go fight that doll. Yeah, Theodore won't do anything that stuns as far as I know. And he'll magic burst whenever we do make a skill chain. So he's basically just going to be like a second Shantato too, for my purposes. He also attacks fairly fast, and his auto attacks, they hit harder by quite a bit than Kultada's. I love Kultada though. If I could have my 5th trust, Kultada would still be in the lineup. I could stun that, but I don't want to magic aggro or anything. Whatever. We got TP now. We're good. Okay. We're actually gonna start out. I guess we'll just go ahead and weapon skill immediately, or no. We'll do debuffs first. It doesn't matter. Then we'll weapon skill. Then we'll throw the wind at him and see if it hits. I do still have the wind in my Zephyr. That's the one we want. That's the west wind. West versus east, east versus west, north versus south, south versus north, sort of thing. I actually changed my debuffing setup to include these for the extra skill, because even with the Stew Pot's magic accuracy, it just seemed like I was getting resisted too much on Byakko. But it's whatever. I do not believe we will be using Soul Eater, but I guess I could. Don't want to take away from Valineral's healing at all, if I can help it. Let's see, let's get the, we'll cast Blink this time because, we don't have use of semi-access. And Seiryu uses wind magic. He actually has an element we can reduce the efficacy of with bar spells. So, that's a thing. And I guess that means we want in Blizzard even though it's Fire's Day. Or I guess we could use in Fire, but whatever. I don't care enough. Okay, thanks to Signet, we can actually rest. 97 wind resistance, I guess that will help. We'll actually be able to resist magic. Although, I haven't come up with a damage taken setup at all. And I stopped incorporating the defending ring into most of my sets. So, I'm going to have to come up with a set for that eventually, because it's very important, especially later on. And especially if you're tanking. Unfortunately, I can't apply my gear to my trusts or anything, so like... Of course, knowing Final Fantasy XI, if you could apply your gear to trusts or something, it would either be permanent, or it would be like a one-time thing, you'd have to reacquire the item, and you'd be like, alright, I'm gonna give my defending ring to Valineral, and it's like, sweet! And then you zone, and it's like, oh, I just spent my defending ring. It'd be stupid, probably. They do a lot of stupid things, like design choices in this game, unfortunately. But no game is perfect. Okay, I think we're good to go. I'm just gonna get Phalanx going on myself, and then Phalanx 2 going on Valineral. Probably put haste on him again, too. If I could find it in my list. This is why macros are important, if you can't remember the layout of the list. But there's just, like, literally so many spells nowadays, too. Alright. Okay, some question marks over here. Let's see if we can't get these guys to, like, sort of weasel around a bit. Okay, I think this will be... okay. Spring, and Gem of the East. And there's Seiryu. Hello, Seiryu. You are a slut, and I hate you. I'm gonna put D3 on your ass. I'm just gonna do Savage Blade anyway. Get nuked, bitch. Get nuked. Bururu, you're gonna heal him, right? Man, they're taking him down fast. I better, I don't have an Echo on that set. We want the Zephyr, and we want ranged attack to happen. And we actually hit him! We actually hit him with the thing. Alright, so we got Dredge Streak going. We're gonna need to take that off. Deadly Drive! Oh, there's 100 Fists. I really wish... Come on. Come on. Paralysis, go away. Paralysis, go away. Just wait for him to actually come out of the stun. Liner, heal yourself. Originally, these Sky Gods actually didn't have any color difference from their normal family things. Sure, I'll put a blizzard on him, why not? I said, sure, I'll put a blizzard on him, why not? No, no Radiant Breath for you, motherfucker. Here, take another Savage Blade. Oh, we're gonna want to dispel that. It's hard to dispel it. No, not dispelling wind. You slut! Nah, I think we'll be okay. You know what? I'm gonna get ballsy and use Soul Eater. I don't care. Oh, and my trust got it. Good stuff. 1 of 1 on Seiryu. Get fucked, Seiryu. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything cool from him other than the Giatic Abjuration head, which we don't actually need because we have Matt's Cap. So we can just turn that into Augmenting Tatters for our pants. It gives you the Shura Kabuto, which is 5 strength and I think 5 accuracy or something like that, with, again, reducing your total HP. But because it's only 5 strength, like, we might as well just stick with our Mott's Cap and not worry about it. A little bit sad that we didn't get his... He drops gloves, Seiryu's Kote, and he also drops a curved sword called Seiryu's Sword. And you can augment that sword to have, like, I think like 70-something damage on it, which is really good for a one-hand weapon. I might be wrong about that. But either way, it's a sword that's usable by Warrior, Thief, Dark Knight, I think Samurai, Ranger, and Beastmaster. It was a type of sword, like curved swords before Blue Mage came out. They didn't have a place yet, so they were just like the strong swords or something that people would use. And unfortunately, because I used my 2-hour ability for this, we won't be able to take on Suzaku yet. But we can do that next time. We can take Suzaku on next time. He's basically going to function the same way as Seiryu, except I'm pretty sure positioning isn't really going to be much of a concern. I'll probably still do it, just because it's been effective. But, like, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Suzaku doesn't really have a lot of worrisome TP moves as far as, like, disabling or hurting my party goes. It does have a lot of stuff that will fuck up my tank, and its 2-hour is Chain Spell, and it has access to Black Mage spells, so it's very dangerous, and we want Chain Spell Stun again for that. So, yeah, we'll handle that, try to handle that next time. So thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day, and I'll see you again.